Well, John Heffron is known for bringing middle-class funny. In fact, that's the name of one of his 4 albums, and he's got the Netflix special, too.
Same name, yep. He's also got a best-selling book, I Come to You from the Future, Everything You'll Need to Know Before You Know It. But there's a good chance most fans first got to know him on Last Comic Standing. He won it all on season 2.
He's performing around the world, but it's taken him 5 years to get to Omaha. John, good to see you.
Nice to see you guys. Thanks for having me. You guys look up and awake, and I look a little beat on. But
that's not true.
We'll get through this together.
No, you seem
get
You worked
surprised.
last night.
I did a show last night.
Show last night.
It was a great show. There was 5,000 people there. I just think with all the political thing going on, I'm just going to lie all the time about it. But there was 5,000 people there.
Yeah.
We changed some lives.
Yeah. It was fantastic.
Probably 1 ticket left for each show.
You were great.
So I would call and get them now. Yes.
What do you do? So did you stay up late or something?
I don't stay up late. I've reached the, I'm in my 40s now.
Do you do anything?
I don't need to be up past 11 for any reason. I've just reached that age.
I know.
Like that's what happened when you're like a young guy. You want to see, you're like all weekend. You're like, I want to stay up all, and then you just reach that age where now you're getting your drugs from your doctor, and you're like, hey, I'm just gonna sleep till Monday. I want a pill that makes me a zombie. I don't want to be dead, but I don't want to be alive. Right. I would like to be somewhere right in that middle.
Coming out of it by Monday.
Yeah, because I just reached an age where you eventually kind of evaluate your life, and I've just, for me, at my age, at 40 or something, I realize if I'm still up after a certain time, I'm about to make a bad decision.
Right. No, I get it.
Never have I been up all night and the next day went, I think some healthy choices were made. I think we should feel pretty good about our group decision-making skills.
No, but now with smartphones, do you ever think back to when you were that age staying up all night? Thank goodness not everybody had a phone. Not everybody had Facebook and Twitter.
So easily,
or even, as a kid, I remember, my dad worked nights, so if we made any noise, he would kick us outside, and then he'd close the screen door, then we'd have that latch, and then you'd lean in just trying to, Mom, am I allowed to can I pee outside? Right? And then you'd go, but you would play for like 12 hours, and nobody came looking for you. Like, we'd come home 12 hours later, we'd even have to justify the 12 hours that you went missing.
No, you were gone.
I didn't realize when I was 10 that would be the freest I would be to roam the earth. I don't return a text from my wife in 10 minutes. I have to explain my life away.
But just back in your younger days in the 20s, when you're maybe partying a little bit harder than you are now, having a phone right there and having the ability to text right away or to call somebody or send pictures, how would you handle that? I'm definitely jealous because kids now, like, they can, you have a thing, but you used to have to wait by your phone to see if that girl called, or even with Uber, or, any app that will pick you up, because there was always that scenario when you're at the bar, when you had the, as a guy, ladies, you travel in groups. And you're like the Marines, you don't leave anyone behind. So if there was one girl that wasn't into you and your guys, that was, to me, was the we gotta go girl. But now there's apps where you can get rid of her. If you want. Before it was, well, I can't leave because my car's at her house and da-da-da-da-da. So now that it goes, or to head all that off.
You're right. Pick her off so that you increase
or
chances.
if your buddies and your roommates, you'd have to convince him, just stay. I did it for you last week. You're gonna do it. Don't leave me. Drive around the neighborhood. I'll walk when I'm. So now, that all has to be nice.
How's marriage for you? You talk about it on stage quite a bit.
I've been married now 12 years, 12, 13 years-ish. And listen, I'm sure me and my wife, after 12, 13 years, there was probably a day or two throughout those years that the only reason why we're not divorced is renting U-Hauls is kind of a pain. Like, if there was, that's an app I'm going to start where you can just request. Like, if there were, movie companies that just drove around neighborhoods in U-Hauls and played music like the ice cream guy, and those people went up to random doors and just knocked on the door and went, I got a truck, you want to go?
You ready?
Some people would go, you know what, yeah, you're here, let's go. It's done. Pull the trigger on this. We're done. I'm out of
You
here.
did last comic stand. You won the whole thing.
Yeah.
How has life changed since that?
It's I'm on the road every week, making sure I get about 5 hours of sleep. So it's good. I'm not complaining.
People
it
like you.
It made my career. You know, now it's a matter of what do you do next.
How did you break into it? If you like back in the day.
I was doing a stand-up when I was 18. There was a comedy club you could go to and only had to be 18 to get in. There was a waitress that was beautiful, and we sat in her area just because she was hot. And then she went to me and my friends, hey, we have open mic. Are you guys ever going to go on stage? And all of us were like, yeah, probably next week. Well, imagine. So she signed us up as a group, and that waitress is Lucy Liu, the actress.
No way.
Yeah, so she kind of pushed me into my life. If she saw me now, there's no way she would know who I was, because I think she quit like a week or two later. So
And then she became super famous.
I never
like
saw her
Charlie's
again.
Detroit? Is that where that's where you grew up, and that's where you?
Of Detroit, yeah. That's where I grew up.
If you'd like to see John while he's in Omaha, like, quite honestly, we said to Colleen, why haven't you brought him to Omaha before? And she said, listen, people, I've been trying for 5 years, but he's in such high demand, it's hard to fit Omaha in. But he managed to do it this weekend.
Yes.
2 shows tonight, 2 tomorrow, 1 on Sunday. Call to get tickets or log on to funnyboneomaha.com.
John Heffron.
Thank you, guys.
Really great to meet you.
I'm going to get rid of my headphone here for the show.
No, but I
so
like the
you really need to go.
irregularity, the spiky.
Listen, there's
it's a very
thousands of
youthful
people
look.
showing up. I'm very popular. People love me.
We know that. We can't get in, I guess. I guess we can't come see
Well,
you.
nice to have you here.
John, thanks a lot.
Thank
Our
you, guys.
picture of the day really fits the